This river is something I've always wanted to conquer, and today's my one opportunity to do that. This series has been on my video drawing board for the past 3 years of me doing YouTube. It's like, I want to get out and I want to fish the Cahaba. Growing up, I would always hear stories about the Cahaba River. Also, been going to go catch spotted bass and just big largemouth bass out of the river, 3-4 pounders, 2-3 pound spotted bass. And it's unheard of to me at that time, because I've never done anything like that. I've never been able to go catch bass, period, anywhere. So, but one thing that I've learned as I've grown older is that the river is something that needs to be respected 100%. That's a natural resource for us here that if we don't take care of it and love it while it's here, we won't have it in the future. So that's a big part of the reason why I want to go and do this now. Just the views and scenery, just being able to go out and see the river in its natural light, natural glory, natural beauty. You got to think about how many people actually probably touch this river. 150 miles of this river, and probably 20 miles of it get fished often. And that's just the stretches where there's a bridge that you can put in and take out. But I mean, the opportunities are endless with this thing. Like spotted bass, largemouth bass, Cahaba bass, carp, lots of carp from what I hear, gar, literally anything that is in the state of Alabama, the Cahaba probably holds it. Like, you just never know. Every day, every trip to the Cahaba could be a totally different trip, totally different experience. The scenery could be totally different. You could be looking at 100-foot rock walls in one stretch, then you could be on a sandy beach in the next thinking that you're in the Gulf. It's just one of those things that the opportunities are endless, and it's something that I've always wanted to do. My name's Claire.
Nice to meet you.
I'm just kidding.
Have we never met before?
Are we rolling now?
This
This is John. We're here at the beautiful Cahaba, and we're gonna get on some bass today.
Dude, it looks awesome out here. Driving in, I couldn't wait to just stop and get out and start fishing.
Yeah, dude, we were looking at you in the rear view, and like I saw your passenger window down, and like
I'm just like staring. I thought I was gonna run into you. I'm just like staring the whole time at the river.
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
Yeah.
Pretty nice, and we're super excited for it because this is like 3 years in the making, kind of. So
yeah, well, thanks for inviting me down for this. I know it's a big thing you've been trying to do.
Yeah, I'm a pond lake guy, and like I was like, who's a good person that can come do this with me? And met you at the Classic, and it was like,
yeah, it worked out perfectly.
Yeah.
River floats are like my favorite thing to do now. Just floating. We're going 5 miles, you said.
Yeah.
And you just get to go through the most beautiful area, fish for fish that don't get fished for.
Yeah.
Nobody's out here except for one guy fly fishing, like they're gonna catch anything. I mean, they don't know what they're doing. Yeah.
I think that's a perfect intro for the man behind the camera.
Yeah, whoever.
Yeah, am I gonna have to blur this out?
No, you're good. Yeah, who catches anything fly fishing?
Yeah. Ben is the one that catches all the fly fishing fish.
Yeah. Well, thanks for inviting me down.
Yes, this is Ben, Dorsal Outdoors, and we're gonna get on some fish today. He's behind the camera, but hopefully we'll be able to, he'll just throw me the camera mid-video. And I reached out to Ben on an Instagram DM out on a limb, like, hey, do you know anything about the Cahaba? I want to do a series. We went and had a little coffee meeting, and he thought I was just trying to pick his brain when I actually wanted him to like film and kind of help with it. So
Yeah, well, I'm excited to get after it. I think one of the coolest things we're going to see is, the Cahaba River is really known for its biodiversity. There are more species in this river than there are in the state of California when it comes to aquatic wildlife. So fish, amphibians, all that kind of stuff. So there's so much more than just the fishing, but let's be real, you gotta catch some fish.
yeah, it's gonna be fun.
I'm gonna get back behind the camera.
Okay.
So.
You wanna go first?
I know you've been hyping it up, but not trying not to hype it up too much.
Yeah.
And then we met some guides here, and they're like, y'all gonna catch fish. So now I'm like, I'm just expecting to fish every cast. I know that's not realistic, but I definitely want to get some nice Alabama bass and I get a Cahaba bass, because I don't think I've ever caught one of those.
Yeah. If we can get on some like big swim bait fish today, that'd be
the water's clear, shallow, rocky. Like the fish can come out of anywhere.
Yeah. So
I'm excited just to start looking. I like just look around without even casting, just to see what's out there, see what the fish are doing.
Yeah.
And they soak all that in, along with the noises, the sounds, the water flowing.
Then there's a good chance we might see Bigfoot today.
Couple. A couple of them?
Yeah, or big feets.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's how you call
They do
them.
like
You
that.
see the species of them, big feets. So, I saw one driving in. Excited. All right, you ready?
You ready to catch them? I'm ready to catch them. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go. Caught one.
Yeah, fish on. Yeah, I got tired of waiting around, so I made a couple casts.
Basically, we were taking too long and we missed out on the fun.
Yeah. So if we can catch him off the bank, hopefully we can catch him off the kayak.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, he's probably about 13 incher. He hammered it, but I love these Alabama bass. They're so strong. Such fun river fish.
Yeah, dude, I looked down from up there, your rod just bent over. I'm like, dude, I think you have one.
These fight twice as hard as a largemouth. We're doing arm lock?
Yeah. Yeah. Woo, just dropped 20, baby. Awesome.
Aren't even in the water yet.
Yeah, and we're.
All right, I'll
still
stop casting. There we go. Yes. Dude, they are fired up when they hit. That's a nice bass. That's a nice. Oh, yeah. Another one about the same size. Number 2 off the Huggermite. Man, these are healthy looking fish too. Be all over. I think there's so many fish in here. It's gonna be like that all day. But I don't know. A lot of times I'll start out really good and it just goes away fast.
Huge spot.
Somebody's got to catch like a 4-pounder or something. I want something awesome.
It's a big carp.
I mean, I wouldn't consider anything out for a little bit. Just float a little bit, go through a few different lures.
Okay. I really want to throw this Chopo over some of these, like
Yeah,
to the right over here.
that's what I'm trying to fish these little crevices here, see if anything's in them.
Okay.
You're throwing some topwater. Larry's throwing some topwater. I've thrown a spinnerbait. I don't really ain't got any hits. We haven't got any hits off moving stuff yet.
Yeah.
So
All
I
on the
think
Ned?
they might come alive. Yeah. Work that. Let it just sit there for a little bit.
Okay.
They're picking it up after it's like sat for a few seconds. So.
Dude,
Sorry, Larry.
Dude, you literally caught that off the back of my kayak.
I told you to cast over here.
I'm gonna cut your line the next one you catch.
Man, there's a lot of fish in here.
Okay.
Oh,
we
sorry.
get it.
Sorry about that.
We get it. Basically, what he just told me to do is just give up and go back to the truck.
It ain't gonna happen for you today. That is big in. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. It's gonna be a. Oh,
Hey.
that's 3-pounder. That is a nice one. Oh, don't come off, don't come off.
That's a good one to cut your line for, right?
That is nice. Oh man, that is a really nice one. Goodness.
should have had a lithium battery sponsor for this video so I could catch some. I feel like he's back there still catching them. I see a lot of rocks.
Why are you working that area so slow?
Because that's what you told me to do. You said slow.
Huh?
Do you have a fish on?
Must have came back for it. He's littling, just littling. I think that's one I lost a second ago.
I don't know what I'm doing wrong. It's definitely going a lot slower for me than it is for John. I just watched John catch a 3.5 pounder while I'm over here struggling to catch anything. I did have a follower, but Ben told me that doesn't count, so I haven't done anything so far. I'm probably gonna change up my lure. I think he's throwing a little bit darker of a lure than I am. We saw a crawl on the way in here this morning. It kind of matched this little hot crawl that I'm throwing right here, but I don't think this is gonna work for us today. So we might tie on like a little general or like a little stick bait presentation instead of the little crawl. We're gonna try it, switch it up a little bit. Might drop some tears. I don't want to break this off because I don't want to mess up that spot or dirty up the river, but John just caught a big one out of that pool over there, so I might have to come mess up his spot.
I got a big one, yeah, that's another big one. He took off. Man.
Oh
yeah,
my
that's another
goodness,
nice
dude.
one right there. He had me in the current, and he just, these things when they're hitting, they're just like taking off like a rocket.
I'm gonna need you to slow it down.
I'm waiting for you to get in front of me, you're taking too long. Let's go. I can't slow down now. I'm usually the slowest fisherman. You're slower than me.
Yeah, dude, I'm just trying to take it all in. This is my first time like actually being able to make it down this far. I will sit right here and just look at the water for an hour. Dude, there's a whole, I don't know, what are these the darters that we were talking about maybe? You see, can you see them? That's a good one. Nothing crazy.
Get him, Larry.
Not a bad one. We're going to hand land you. Boat flip.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Oh, there's one following it. There's two, there's four, there's 5 of them following it. It's one of your fish. Carp.
Oh, dude. Need a net?
Nah. I do not want this in the kayak with me. But I mean, good fight. Sometimes it's not all about what it is. Sometimes it's just about catching one. Okay. Can you lip a carp? I don't know if I've even ever.
Just grab it.
Just grab it. It's about as big as my hand is. I'm trying to figure out how to hold it. Oh, hit on one of these.
That's the right answer. There we go.
Not really too much to say about it other than cool. I mean, come here for bass, catch carp. It's cool though, you know. Cross another one off the species list. Good? Can I let it go, please? Hey John, right here around this corner, I'm pretty sure there's gonna be a couple of lilies if we don't pass it up.